Hey everyone, welcome to Togal.AI. Today we'll be going through a quick demonstration on how you can perform a painting takeoff on a floor plan. It starts by clicking the toggle button up at the top of the screen and clicking go. This will automatically trace our walls and areas for us. What we'll do after the fact is just reassign some of that information to give us whatever information we need back. In a few short seconds, our AI has traced out every single room here individually and inside the walls. Again, what we're going to do is reassign that information to give us back whatever we want. I'm going to select the corridor here, hold down shift and select additional corridors. And then, of course, we'll just right click and reassign it from this net area to whatever type of information we want. We'll call it ceiling paint 2 in the corridors. The bedrooms or hotel rooms here, we can click and drag our mouse to select them. I can hold down shift and select some of the other ones on the other side here. Right click, reassign. If there's any areas that we do not need, as in these elevators here, we can always click on them and delete them. Elevator lobby, we can come back and reassign that to the same ceiling paint 2 that we used before. For the bath areas, we have a select tool where we can click and drag our mouse. Whatever fully inside this black box here is going to be what gets selected. So I'll grab those bath areas there, hold down shift and do the same thing on the other side. I can keep coming along down here, grab these bathrooms, this one here, as well as all these remaining down on the bottom. We'll just right click on them. I don't have a bath paint made, so we can create and assign one from scratch. And we'll call it just that, bath paint. Choose a color, choose the information you want back. So area, if we want to do some pricing in here, you can assign some pricing on a square foot basis. You can also get the perimeter if we want the perimeter. You can also write in custom formulas to figure out how many gallons of paint we need simply by taking our area here, dividing it by 300 if we get 300 square feet a gallon. That information will read down here on the bottom right. Total square footage for those 43 bath areas I selected, as well as total perimeter, total gallons of paint. Looks like we selected an elevator, so we will get rid of that here. A fast way to remove items here is simply clicking these eyeballs to see what I have remaining. It looks like it's just bedrooms. I can hit Control-A to select them, right click here and reassign them to that different type of painting. And of course, we can turn everything back on to see our finalized paint takeoff here with total square footage. Moving along is walls. I'll show you wall perimeters here. This is both sides of every one of these rooms has been traced inside the wall. Again, all we're going to do is just reassign that information to whatever height wall. Select some walls, right click on them, change them from wall perimeter to whatever type of wall we want. We can continue along selecting bedrooms here and pressing Control-L for last classification, and it just starts to reassign all those rooms into those 12-foot green walls as well. Anything that else remains, as in these stairwells, if we don't need them, we can simply click on them and delete them. Unless, of course, we're painting. The corridor here, I can select my mouse here, just grabbing that corridor, holding down shift, selecting some of these others. Right click, reassign. The bath area is the same as I did with the areas. I can grab those interior bathrooms, right click, and reassign to bath paint. Now that we've reassigned all of our walls, we can also take a look in 3D to visualize our project and make sure that we are in fact counting everything the way we would like to. We can pan around, pivot ourselves, and fact check our takeoff. We can even put ourselves directly into this hallway and walk down it if we'd like. All of the takeoff we've done so far is right over here on the right-hand side. We can see the total square footage for the ceiling paints that we have performed, as well as the wall takeoffs with length, square footage, primer gallons, as well as finishing gallons. Where those numbers come from is simply by inputting a wall height, and of course using custom formulas here to figure out material. We can assign pricing for square footage, as well as material counts. When we go to export this data, we simply click Export to Excel, and the takeoff will all be here for everything that we've done, which we can group and organize this data however we'd like. We can do it by drawing, we can separate it by folders, so I can see all my measurements as well as all of my totals. You can see that pricing right here that we're charging $250 a square foot, as well as material pricing over here for primer and finishing gallons. To book a custom demonstration, simply go to our website and we'd be happy to demonstrate Togal.AI on your plans and specifications.